Cheers. One of the things that I noticed this weekend is that a lot of you thought the virus was taking the day off too, not just us. So, as I was saying, happy Easter. I think this cut me off a little bit. But I was saying one of the things that I noticed is that I think that many of you thought the virus took the weekend off as well. I saw a lot of photos on social media of parties and groups of people who I know don't live together hanging out together. And it got me wondering about these wonderful family photos that we saw too. Who took those photos? I feel like a lot of y'all must own tripods all of a sudden, because there was a lot of really, really good photos taken by somebody, a tripod or something that doesn't live with you. So anyway, we stayed home because that's what you're supposed to do. And you're only supposed to be around people you actually live with. And otherwise you're supposed to stay away from them. And that's what we did. So cheers to that. I actually worked in the yard and did a lot of cleaning up around the pool and stuff and destroyed my manicure. Every nail has a chip on the end of it, and this one looks like there's a hair laying across it. But hey, Carrie, that's what we did this weekend. So hopefully those of you who thought the virus took the weekend off didn't get some more than you accounted for. But anyway, so that's what we did this weekend. Earlier today, I braved the grocery store. Usually the grocery store visits are timed with when we run out of wine. And so I'm trying to do them only about every 2 weeks or so. And I did it full on with the mask and everything. I don't know if you saw it in the teaser photo for this, but with the full on mask and everything. I thought I was going to die. Like an hour. I was there less than an hour, just trying to get in and out as much as I could. Still spent $400, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But wearing that mask for an hour felt like torture, and it made me so grateful to the people who are actually essentials and healthcare workers and such that are having to wear these all day long to protect themselves and to protect our families, because that thing was hell. I mean, it was hot. I was getting hot. I had to take my sweater off when I got to my car because it's chilly here in Dallas. My eyes were drying out from the air coming out of the mask. Oh, it was crazy. And my stubble was kind of rubbing it funny. So anyway, I don't know how people do that for 8 hours at a time, but bless them. God bless them. God bless them. Cheers to them, because it was not fun. And it was enough to keep me from going out and wandering and doing other things later. So I will not be going to the grocery store again for about 2 weeks. I tried to do delivery, but again, as Carrie and I talked about last week, the delivery wars are you have to schedule. So Amazon doesn't let you schedule it more than 3 days out. And if they're booked up for the next 3 days, they just don't let you do it at all. Tom Thumb, I think that it was lining me up for next Thursday. But anyway, let's see. But again, thank you to the Essentials. And it was freaking expensive. So I spent $400, and I didn't really splurge. I mean, the wine, but I didn't really splurge on a lot of things. And it made me really think about how many people, I mean, we're very fortunate financially that we're able to spend $400 and stay home for 2 weeks. But I'm guessing that a lot of people can't do that. I'm not guessing. I know a lot of people can't do that. And so they're having to put themselves in harm's way more often than that. And that's just really sobering thought, honestly. One of the things that I saw that at the grocery store that was weird, though, is, and I've talked about this before, the number of couples who are shopping together. Just send one person. You don't need to both go. It was like a husband and a wife, or boyfriend and a girlfriend. And Carrie is saying, $400, are those gold dusts and chicken nuggets? No, but I mean, I got to feed this family 3 times a day right now. It's a lot. And Daddy doesn't stay fat on accident. So anyway, but the people who are shopping together, making it an outing, I'm like, one of you stay home. There's no reason for both of you to get the Rona. And then at the Tom Thumb, also, they put all of the aisles that are one way. So there's an arrow at either end of them and arrows along the way. I tell you, some of these little bitches, and I use bitch to refer to humans, not necessarily a woman or a man, just people in general, they were not about, so that's one thing about that Tom Thumb that I go to is in a high rise where there's lots of condos and stuff. So it's a lot of younger people, which is good for grocery shopping for like things that families need. But my God, they do not understand rules. And so none of them were, or very few of them were wearing masks. They weren't jumping out of the way. Some woman asked me to get something off an upper shelf for her. And I was like, good luck, baby. No, I'm not getting that close to you. And, it was crazy. And by the way, this wasn't like some old lady. This was just some random person who wanted some Reese's peanut butter cups off the top row. So it was okay. And then I tried, Robert saying, stay off the phone and pay attention. Yes. So many people on their phones. I actually actively tried. I wrote a paper list so that I would not touch my phone because I don't want my phone being the thing that gets me sick because I touched it so much and all of that. And I Clorox wiped it down as soon as I got in the car also because I've been keeping a little thing of those in there. Someone will break into my car because they see the Clorox wipes tube. But man, that was, and literally I was there for like an hour. One of the good news things though I learned over the weekend is our credit card bill has dropped in half. That may not be good for the economy, especially if there's a lot of families like ours doing it, but holy moly, being a shut-in saves money. We've eaten food, like delivery food, a couple of times, but for the most part, we're cooking like the $400 of food that I bought, and it is saving us a lot of money. Holy moly. But back to what I was saying earlier, I never finished the thought. I'm really bad about that, especially lately. Is all these young people in the store, they just don't think the rules apply to them. They're not abiding by the arrows. They're not doing personal space. They are not wearing the masks or anything like that. I'm like, y'all, peace out. Hopefully y'all stay young and healthy because us a little older with kids and parents and stuff, we're like, nope, not doing that. So one of the fun things, though, I did experience or discover over the weekend, and I'm sure many of y'all have already discovered him, Leslie's electricity went up 40%. I haven't seen that one yet. That's the bill that hasn't come yet. But but our normal eating out, buying things between not eating out that much and I hope Target misses me as much as I miss it, because between those two things, our bill dropped by half. Ted is saying that they've ordered crap online like they've never had before. We're actually not ordering very much online. Amazon is saying that things are taking a million years to get here, and they are. And then I don't know. I looked at some sales this weekend. Everyone's having, J. Crew and Banana Republic and Gap and Nordstrom and all these people, they're having huge sales. And I looked and I don't know. There's just something about right now. I'm like, I don't know if I need that. I'm feeling very Marie Kondo. Does it spark joy? Is it going to bring me joy? All of that kind of stuff. So, and Suzanne's saying she bought a phone sanitizer 6 months ago, and Doug, her husband, thought it was a waste of money, but now they're very happy for their impulse buy. Yeah, I know. I just been using straight up Clorox wipes on mine. That's what I've been doing. So, but back to what I was saying a minute ago. So one of the things I discovered this weekend was the magic that is Leslie Jordan on Instagram. I don't know if y'all follow him, and y'all probably seen articles about him, but Leslie Jordan. So for those, he's this tiny little actor, super flaming Southern homosexual. He played Beverly Leslie on Will and Grace. He has his Instagram channel, and he's just doing these videos, and they are they're absurd, but they're hilarious. Half of them start with, well, shit. I love him so much. They're hilarious. And he talks about he's in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I think he's living with his mama, and he's like, Mama, I'm talking to my friends. And she doesn't understand these internets, stuff like that. His channel is so funny. I think it's at the Beverly Leslie or Real Beverly Leslie. No, man, I'm sorry. Leslie, I keep doing that. At the Leslie Jordan or the Real Leslie Jordan or something like that. But if you find Leslie Jordan on Instagram, it is gold. There's one where he is literally just eating breakfast and watching porn, straight porn. And they don't show the porn, but they show that you can hear the, and he's like, how'd she do that? What? I don't get it. And he's like, and he's just eating like Tostitos or something like that while he's doing it. It is so funny. Oh my God, it is so funny. Um, and he talks about mama and them. That's how you say a lot of people. So it is hilarious. Juliana is saying that she just found Leslie Jordan as well. Oh my God, it is the funniest thing. Y'all have, if you could take nothing away from this video, take that away. It's so funny. One of the Carrie's writing, one of the lines she says when the lady's getting it in the porn, it's like, oh, she's too loud. It is so funny. Oh my God, it's so funny. What else I can talk about? Oh, a lot of y'all have been saying, oh, Cooper, you should get a TikTok. And I'm like, my kids have been begging for TikTok. And I'm like, you know what? I need another social media channel. Like, I need a new social media channel. Like, I need a new vagina. Like, nope, not doing it. I'm not going to. Of course, famous last words. I said the same thing about Tiger King. And sure enough, I ended up watching the whole damn thing. But I'm not getting on TikTok. It looks fun. I see the things that get shared elsewhere, but I don't know. I'm not doing that. I say that, famous last words. One of the things that I have seen on social a lot is these kids who aren't going to get to celebrate their senior year of high school, the graduates of 2020. Everyone's feeling so bad for them. They're feeling so bad that they're stealing the spotlight for them and posting all their own graduation photos. That's a funny way to celebrate to me, but it's hilarious that we get on these bandwagons about, oh, let's show solidarity for these kids of 2020. Let's not send them cash. Let's not send them a gift. Let's not send them well wishes. Let's show them bad photos of us from a long time ago. It cracks me up. I couldn't find mine. I don't even think I own my graduation pictures. My senior year was nothing to celebrate. I hated it. My junior year of high school, I'd been a foreign exchange student to Germany, most amazing year of my life. The single most life-changing thing I've ever done in my life. And ring shot up there with marrying my husband and having my kids. And then I come back, and while I was gone, my dad moved to like 3 towns over, married this horrible woman, and I had to go to a new high school, and it was just hell. I hated it. So I just worked, saved up money, and just prayed for the day I could go away to SMU. And that's exactly what it did. Dina is saying that she agrees about the seniors. Her senior, so she has a daughter who is a senior in high school. She thinks it's so dumb that everyone's posting their own photos as a way to celebrate the class of 2020. I think it cracks me up too. Another one of the social media kind of phenomenons that I noticed over the weekend that I think is actually super creative. There's this one called Getty Challenge. I think it's just hashtag Getty Challenge. And basically, it's kind of nerdy, and it's probably older people doing it, but still, I love it. People are reenacting famous paintings from the Getty Museum. And I guess they're from the Getty Museum, or maybe it's just the Getty Museum who's doing the challenge. But people are doing these reenactments of famous photo or paintings that you see in the museum of like the overweight woman laying on a sofa with kind of one of her boobs covered, or mean girl like looking at the bar, that kind of thing. I'm trying to think of course, my cultural knowledge of these artists and stuff. Art history was not my strong suit. I do enjoy a museum at a dead run, but I think that this is a really cute challenge that people are doing. They're taking an image of a famous painting, and then they are trying to reenact it with the stuff that they have at their house. So their own wardrobes. I saw one that was a Klimt photo, and this woman, and Klimt, is the one that's kind of all brown and orange and gold, and it has lots of little cubes and rectangular shapes on it. And this woman redid it out of like cookies. First of all, I'm like, how does a bitch have so many cookies in her house and be skinny? And but it was really funny. She was laying there with like a sheet over her and all these like cookie blocks. So it was really, really cutely done. So if you search, I bet it's hashtag Getty Challenge. I've seen it more on Instagram than on Facebook, but it's probably on both, and definitely on Twitter, I bet. Juliana is saying I am not celebrating the seniors of 2020 by posting my photo. I am celebrating my smooth forehead and collarbones. I look way better now. Oh, I do not want to put up a class of 1993 photo. Yes, that's how old I am. Looking at the list of people watching, I know how old y'all are too. Y'all are around late 80s, early 90s also, most of y'all. I did see some fun ones though. My friend Paul J. Williams posted one from, he graduated from high school in San Antonio. I can't remember which high school. I think it was Lee High School in San Antonio. And it would have been maybe in the early 80s. Just full on leisure suit. It was hilarious, as he is. He is super hilarious. Speaking of hilarious people, I saw that my friend Mac is doing his virtual drag show at home again, and that's going to be fun. They basically take a lot of these drag queens, and they each do a drag show, a drag number from each of their living rooms, and it sounds so fun. Pardon me for rubbing my nose again. This is not me being at the grocery store. We had this wind that blew in yesterday. A lot of y'all are from Dallas, so y'all know this, but oh my gosh, the wind that blew in, and now there's all this cottonwood in the air, and my nose. They say that a runny nose is not a sign of coronavirus, which that is my saving grace, because my nose is running non-stop right now. Eric is saying he took Art Appreciation 101, pass-fail in college. 60% was passing. He got a 61. I did that. So those pass-fail classes are sometimes harder. I did that. I took an anthropology class as pass-fail, and I just didn't do it. I didn't dedicate myself to it thinking I was going to do it, and I think I did the same. 70 was the passing, and I think I got like a 75. So it was a close call with that one. And I don't know what you do. If you just get a fail, I mean, that's kind of a shitty way to end things. So in 1999, Aaron is saying in 1999, we got out of school a month early due to Columbine. Oh, wow. My late best friend, Brian Doro, went to Columbine High School, actually. He was already out of high school when that happened. But Aaron, did you go to that high school? Are you from Colorado, or is it just because of that was going around? I'm curious now. So what did y'all do this weekend? You know, like I said, we got our pool area cleaned up. Todd did his favorite thing in the world. He power washed everything. It's like therapy for him. It's wonderful. Although you hear it in your ears like for 4 days afterwards. But all the cement around the pool, even the pool pillows and the pool cushions and the pool furniture, it was great. The front patio, oh, it was wonderful. I dug out a bunch of dead plants that died over the winter and used plants from elsewhere and replanted them. I'm not about to go to Home Depot or Lowe's right now, and especially not after that experience wearing a mask today. No, thank you. I'm not mask enough for a mask. Let's just put it that way. Aaron is saying that Allen High School got bomb threats every day for 2 weeks, so they canceled their senior year. They had to bus us to South Fork daily. Holy moly. That's crazy. Like, wow. Ted built stairs for his deck, and then he watched it snow. I can't believe it's snowing in Colorado right now. Like, that is crazy. I have friends that live in Santa Fe also, and it was snowing there, and a friend that lives in Albuquerque, and I believe it snowed there. Like, that is insane. And I'm guessing that was part of the same cold front that just hit us last night, because it dropped yesterday. I think it was like 85 degrees here in Dallas, and today I think the high was like 55. It was pretty chilly today, and that wind is like really, really brisk. We hear trees cracking and stuff in the back. I was so worried that it was going to take out our internet. That would be end times for us in this house right now if the internet went out. My cousin Christy trimmed some trees. That's good. And y'all usually, Ted is saying that they get several snows until Mother's Day weekend. I did not know that. When is Mother's Day? That's like next month. Oh, holy moly. Okay. Well, good to know. I was not aware of that. I did not realize it snowed that long and that hard and that far there. So, well, that's everything I had in my notes. What are y'all thinking? What are y'all buying? Oh, let me see what you said in the comments. Groceries Kelly is saying prices have gone up and that she spent $200 on what typically costs about $150. I will admit, I literally have no idea what anything costs. If you told me, ask me how much does a gallon of milk cost, I'd say $6, and I actually think it does if you get the organic kind. Eggs, I have no idea, like $3. So they could be changing the prices on me, and I probably wouldn't know the difference. Again, that is great privilege, and I fully acknowledge that, not knowing what groceries cost. We are going through so much hamburger meat right now because pretty much half of my favorite recipes are ground beef recipes. You got hamburger patties, you got tacos, you got burritos, you got tostadas, you got, God, I've said before how much I miss Mexican food. Oh, I cannot wait for Mexican food. We've introduced Hamburger Helper to this household, something that may be a lasting scar from the coronavirus outbreak. And what else do I make? Oh, chili. I make a lot of chili. I'm actually making chili tonight. The Defined Dish Cookbook. I've talked about this before. I am like a total fangirl of Alex Snodgrass, the author of that book. I did not expect to be. But that book has been a saving grace because it's like healthy-ish food, or it's actually healthy food. Like paleo and carb-free and all that kind of stuff. I'm not following those parts of it, but they're all meant to be things that like families like and that adults like and that are good for them and that are easy and fast. And so I've been making a lot of that. Eric, you made Hamburger Helper last night. Ooh, cheers, girl. Cheers. You're going to come out of this a chef on the other end. I mean, I think y'all ate out like 8 meals a week, didn't you? Carrie with the bougie box meals. Yes. I bouged up some, what did I bouge up? I put peas in it because I love peas in my pasta. We did like I think it was the one that was like the lasagna one. It was really good. Monica Fayed Fayed, I think I said that right, is having Spanish rice and crock pot pinto beans. Yum. I need to do that. I have beans. My issue with making the beans is I always forget to soak them overnight. So then by the time I think about making them, it's like, I don't want to get into all that. And I don't like them when they're not soaked. Everyone's like, oh, in the Instant Pot, you don't need to soak them. Well, then they come out and they're I don't know, they're too al dente or something. Like pinto beans need to be just like mushy. And so Carrie is saying add British peas. So I have the Lesueur peas. Actually, I think in this one I just had some frozen peas that were like prehistoric that I just kind of soaked in water and rehydrated and popped them in. But normally I do the Lesueur peas. My brother-in-law Mike, who somehow is not a super fan yet, I don't know how that's going. He says never soak beans. I cannot stand pinto beans that are not soaked. I have tried it both ways, and for some reason, when they are not soaked, they are just too. They have too much bite to them. Like I need them to be soaked. I like them soaked. Christy, my cousin, made smothered. This is like a family reunion up in here. Glad I badmouthed my dad's third wife earlier on the call. My cousin Christy made smothered boneless pork chops with mushrooms and a pot roast. Wow. Well, a 1 pound pot roast for one. But you got some leftovers there, I hope. That's good. That's good. Lunches have been the hardest thing to figure out. That's where we're eating the worst is at lunch because, you eat like a cereal or something for breakfast and then you're not really hungry. But then once cereal gives out, it's gone. And so you're like 11 o'clock rolls around. You're like, I'm fucking hungry. And I don't want to spend a bunch of time cooking food and then eating the food if I'm in the middle of the day. And so, like today, the kids had some Chef Boyardee in a can, and then I had a leftover hamburger, and that's what Todd had as well. Mike, you see two super fans on here today. I know. And Carrie's not one either. How is that possible? Oh, Facebook, your algorithm is messed up. Who are my super fans that are showing up on here? I know Crystal is one of them, and I appreciate you, Crystal. I really do. Crystal Howard. And then Leslie Overton, I can see that. She is a super fan, and I'm a super fan of hers too. Or top fan, I guess is the phrase. I'm changing the nomenclature here. But anyway, we're at about the 25-minute mark, and that was it. This was a little rambly. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, I appreciate you for watching this. This is like therapy for me. Little did you know that I screamed at the top of my lungs at one of my children about 5 minutes before coming live. And then I ended it with, I need you to figure your shit out because I'm about to go live. Total Mommy Dearest moment. We need to watch that movie, Mommy Dearest. I think that's a good idea for tonight. So, don't forget Robert. What does that mean? Don't forget Robert. I'm not sure what that means, Mike. Explain. It'll probably make sense in a minute. So anyway, Robert, he's a super fan also. Yes, Robert Thacker. Yes, thank you. Pooh! It goes off eventually. Thank you. So maybe you just need to beat them out, Mike. Just comment, click, like, all of the above. Just go through everything. Just like. Maybe I bet if you do that, you'll be a super fan by tomorrow. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna say goodbye. I love you. I want you to know that you are loved, every single one of you. I know it's a hard time right now, and so everyone just needs to kind of breathe. Don't shoot yourself to death, as I say every time. There's nothing you should be doing right now aside from staying the fuck away from other people, as I said at the top of the show, and just taking care of yourself. Don't commit murder-suicide. Don't commit domestic abuse. And we are all going to be good. We are going to survive this, and we're going to come out of it together. I may have some sort of weird-ass Southern accent by the end of this that comes from I don't know where. Just maybe that's my Facebook accent. But with that, I love you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow at 4:15 every weekday on Cooped Up. And by the way, if you want, I've started uploading all of these and some other random stuff to my website, coopedup.com. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.